Today we are on with LaynieGanja. Yay! And she's going to give us an update on the Cannabis Wedding Expo.
These are some of the live things that are happening at the expos. We're having live models that are literally wearing wedding gowns that might have little touches of cannabis flair. They're going to have their makeup done. They're going to have their hair done by people that are at the event, showcasing their services. And we're going to have live performers, like people going through, maybe playing like a banjo or a violin. And it's just going to be so incredible. We're offering a officiant speed dating, where all these officiants get about a minute or two with each couple, and they can decide who they would like to marry them. And it's just going to be so fun. I'm elated for this.
Oh, how exciting. And is that just going to be at the Oregon Expo, or would that be at
all the expos? Yeah, I think it's at all 4 locations.
So basically a huge party, a cannabis-friendly party.
Yes. Yeah. So I got a lot more clarity on how this all works as far as the THC part goes. As we discussed, we know that you have to be a dispensary in order to sell the THC products. So the way that it works is when you're the bride or groom or anybody that's throwing your event, you know how you have a budget and you select like how much like booze you would provide. And you would probably, like, maybe you're booking through somebody, so you would choose a particular package that included alcohol, or maybe you yourself would like have a budget that you went and bought all the alcohol for the party. It's just like that. So it's up to the people who are hosting their event to buy the supplies, like take part of their budget, go to a dispensary, buy all the party favors they want, buy all the things they want to provide. And the way that it executes at the event is people cannot pay for it by law because the event is not a dispensary. So it must be a gifted. So you can do it for maybe like a tip jar, like for the bud tender that's on hand. He could have a tip jar, but he's not selling the products. He's gifting it as party favors to the party.
Okay. And what happens if you have minors at your party?
You can't. So it has to be a 21-year-old and over event, or you just have to have that conversation with the venue. So say maybe the venue itself, the party itself is not going to be 21 and over. However, then you have to discuss a section. So this section, like we have a bus. Like we have a bus, and everyone 21 years and older can show their ID and get access to the bus, and then you can have all the goods that are on the bus. Or like, we have a separate room where everyone 21-year-olds and over go. So it's just something you have to discuss with the venue and figure out the logistics of that. But overall, most of these things, people, if they want to have like a big bud bar and that be like the cool thing that's at their wedding, they're most likely going to have their wedding just be 21 years old and over. But the way to get around that would be by discussing with the venue a separate area, like where you have to show your ID to even enter that specific area.
You're going to be in charge of booking the vendors, is that correct? Have you started doing that yet?
Yeah, we just started launching yesterday in Portland, Oregon, and it was very thrilling. I was given a certain variety of categories. So like, Elena, you're going to cover sexy time, and you're going to cover like the videographers, and you'll cover the health and wellness section. So what we do is we keep each section limited to usually like 3 or 4 vendors, products, or services. That way it's not just an overrun event that's nothing but photographers and nothing but like edible companies or whatever. So we keep it very categorized and limited. So that's why it's one of those things like first come, first serve. Like if you want to be a part of this expo, let me know.
Do they have to apply? How should they make themselves be the one that you pick?
It's just by emailing into our sales team. So there's different emails for each expo. So like, since I'm currently focused on Portland, so it is CWESalesOR@gmail.com. So anybody that wants to partake in the Portland Expo, that's how you contact me. And if you end up contacting me and want to be a part of some of the other expos, I'll see it on that email and can direct it to the correct place.
So we'll put a link to that in the show notes, and you guys look below the video and see the Cannabis Wedding Expo link, and you can click on that. All right, awesome. I am looking forward to hearing more about the Cannabis Wedding Expos as we progress. Do you have a product or business you want to share? We want to know what you have to say. Leave us a comment on our website at thethhcfoodie.com or on Twitter at SafeTHCFoods.